Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the first edition of NSFW Road to Revengeance. I am Angelo Miller, here alongside my colleague Jimmy Jackson. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, boss. It's JJ here. We are truly on the road to Revengeance.
It's been a long time coming for this event. We've waited almost a year, but it's finally happening. NSFW Weekly is in full effect, and what a main event we've got for our very first show tonight.
Indeed, the regional title is going to have its first defence as Foxic faces off against Lexi.
This match set up, aim for the top. Foxic became the first ever regional champion, fail four-way match. Lexi, not long after, challenged him for the belt, made himself the number one contender, and rather than wait until Revengeance, we've got it set up today. I mean, it's just one of a few matches we've got on the card. It's going to be an explosive show throughout. It's going to be amazing.
And don't be fooled, we haven't spent the entire budget on pyro.
Not yet anyway, we've still got a few more days to go. But it's just going to be, I'm excited for this show. Yeah. I'm just really buzzed about it. And we're going to start off tonight's show. Katie, Warrior Princess, the new NSFW Women's Champion, coming out to, looks like she wants to talk to the NSFW fans about something.
It's been quite a while since her amazing title-winning fight against Ellie Edwards on top of the ladder during the main event of Aim for the Top. Someone tells me this isn't going to be over.
And here comes Ellie Edwards, as Katie has been saying, was her competitor at Aim for the Top. Unfortunately, ended up on the losing end of the match, but put on a hell of a performance.
As we see it now, and as I called it, this is not over. Who knows what's going to happen?
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The challenge has been issued and it's been accepted. We're going to have a rematch for the NSFW Women's Championship at Revengeance.
And that's exactly what we want. A straightforward match. No bullshit with ladders. Just straightforward, pinfall, submission, how a good feud is supposed to go. And that is going to be a fantastic match at Revengeance.
We're going to kick off the first match in NSFW weekly history. We've got Fifi returning after several years away, going one-on-one in a non-title bout against Richard the Problem Prothero.
Yeah, this is going to be a very interesting match. Of course, Richard Problem Prothero is the first person to ever be a two-time winner of the NamSoc Rumble, winning the last one in 2018. Fifi coming back for the first time in 4 years. I have no idea what's going to happen.
Fifi was a fan favourite when he was about before. Richard, obviously, we don't know what to expect when it comes to Richard at any point. People seem entertained by him, so that's probably why we keep him. But nonetheless, we're just going to open up with a nice high-octane singles contest.
We keep him because he cooks some amazing Chinese food.
Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Fifi making his return after what must have been like 3-4 years. And as you can probably see in the background and based on his nameplate, he is part of the Outcast Club. Now, we just want to have a quick explanation. In NSFW, it has been established that everyone is going to be deviated into divisions, factions, groups, etc. Just a bit of stable warfare to just keep things a bit more interesting. It's not been fully determined who's in what stable or what faction yet, but we will learn over time. Everything has been talked about backstage and it's just going to be trickled out there and then. But we know that Fifi is part of the Outcast Club and there's going to be more members to come with it.
Yep, deemed to be part of the Outcast Club ever since it's been 4 years since that Revengeance originally. He was last seen beating Angus Fightmaster into a bloody pulp. He then went off into the woods, and whatever happened there, we are legally required to not talk about, I'm afraid.
Of course, remember in the original Revengeance, I guess as we'll call it, Fifi was the only one of the 3 representing NamSoc that actually won their matches as part of the NamSoc versus EMAG best 2 out of 3s.
Indeed.
So. Oh boy. Here we go.
Praise be!
It's problem time. And here he is, ladies and gentlemen. Your reigning, we don't know why, but he's your reigning NSFW men's champion, Richard the Problem Prothero.
Will he be able to finish the match without destructing the ring? Who knows? Frankly, who cares? This is a feast for my eyes, and I am sure your eyes at home.
He was one of the only people, one of the only men, double booked for Aim for the Top, lost his opening contest against Lollymat in some strange fashion, but then later returned number 17 in the Regional Rumble, last eliminating both Martz and Carlo to become the first ever champion.
Yep, and the only double time winner. Winning the 2nd Rumble and the 4th. Excuse me, the 3rd, I'm afraid, sorry.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Start the first match and straight into a trip by Richard. Oh, he's gone straight for the leg.
Good intro, target the legs. Starting exactly as he means to carry on here. He's already got him in a lock there. It's early days though.
Going for a quick submission, but Fifi breaks out of it.
Of course, yes. So the momentum could be shifting here with him.
I mean, it's going to be very...
Snake Eyes!
It's going to be very peculiar how Fifi works this match, because again, we haven't seen him for a while. Richard, he's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve, but Fifi, who knows? He's a bit of an oddball.
This is the thing. Do you have the known superpower, or do you take the mystery box? And at the moment, it's been a pretty even side, but it seems it's going Fifi's way now as he locks in his head there.
As we've in the past, this kind of match would have been referred to as an open problem kind of invitational.
Title isn't on the line though.
Well, the title doesn't have to be on the line. It's just a matter of fact that usually Richard will come out, he'll open up the shows, and then anyone could challenge him for, I guess, bragging rights or something to that matter.
Oh, but the Open challengers didn't have this? A steel chair.
And,
Attempting to work the head there.
Straight away trying to play unfair.
I wouldn't target the head of Richard. I don't really want to see what else will happen if he had his head.
F5!
Oh, bloody hell.
And
he seems to have sparked something in him with the chair shot.
We're only a few minutes in, folks, and I think we might have our first major injury for the night.
Good lord, it seems to have made him even stronger. Oh no. What's he got here?
Prepping up. Is he going for that problem
Is it
bomb?
there?
Here we go.
It is.
Problem bomb. Is that it? Cover. Ref is out of position, but he counts anyway. 1, 2, 2 count.
Somebody kicked out of the problem bomb. That is amazing.
Early days, very early days. I mean, the problem bomb isn't what it used to be. He's removed a lot of the twists and turns and the anti-gravity and all that. It's fairly simple nowadays. Still effective, but not quite as strong as it used to be.
And you have to think what that slam to the head from the chair has done to him. It's probably twisted his mind, but has a strength.
As we can see,
too soon as he kicks his head off.
I mean, we did just see him move onto the apron and then move back into the ring. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
It takes a bit. It takes a couple more seconds to get going, but once he gets going, it seems. Oh, just working the nose.
Fifi has a very big frame to him. It's trying to pick out one particular part to target. It's very difficult, especially since Richard doesn't know many submission maneuvers.
Yeah, all the targeting the leg at the beginning doesn't seem to have been doing him much good.
But stop into the corner, takes him down, crossbody.
Has the momentum swung, do you think?
Picks him up, throws him back into the corner. What's he going for here?
Seems to have gotten him thrown out.
Oh
no.
He's getting ready. Oh, crazy arms! Into the corner! Takes him down.
The Fifi train is going to stop very soon. He's in a nutcracker vice.
Applying the nutcracker to the shoulders.
The most damaging shoulder massage in history is being applied to the problem, and he's in a problem of his own.
Going for the quick cover. 1, 2. Oh!
Two very close falls, rather close to each other. Could be the next big move, could win this one. Again, works the head, the neck, the shoulders.
There is a lot of talk in the locker room at the moment about Richard and his championship. There is no determined number one contender yet. Some people are saying that this match has been set up to try and give the NSFW committee an idea of who should go after the title at Revengeance.
Of course, and if he can get this one, then there's no better person. Have someone who's already beaten him to be the number one contender. But if somehow Richard's able to turn this around, it's blown wide open again.
Richard only has ever lost. I mean, he's got one of the best win-loss records in NSFW. He's only ever lost once, and that was at Aim for the Top. But I mean, he's got 2 Rumble wins under his belt. He's got a championship around his waist. I mean,
and Richard's loss was due to fairly controversial fashion. As we go for another problem bomb, you can't kick out at 2, can you?
He's taking his time
He's
to
not
cover.
done.
Takes him away.
He's not done.
Middle of the ring, cover. And
There
Richard picks up the win.
It's taken a lot out of him, but he has emerged victorious. And the #1 contendership is now wide open. Great match from Fifi, but unfortunately he just did not have enough when it mattered most.
We're on the road to Revengeance. First match is done. Richard has picked up a win.
But what's it done to his head?
To be quite honest, not that much.
Fairs.
We do have a doctor at the back to examine him afterwards, but I have a feeling that if this is just the first match and already people are getting concussions, I can't wait to see what happens later.
The doctor best be a mechanic at this point.
Richard's staying in the ring, got a microphone in hand.
This could go bad.
Always does.
Yes.
But we give him the mic time because, well, to be honest, we've got about an hour to fill and there's not much else we can do. Well, that was interesting.
I'm scared. At this point, I think I could believe anything.
Can someone just tell us right now, just over the headset, why do we give him mic time?
Also, does he still have his Chinese food offer? Because now that will make sense.
And we're back. We're just in time for our tag team match of the evening. We've got, well, starting off, we've got Sentai Rider, Aka Ranger, teaming up with Saint Michael to go up against Team Decker members Lord Chris and Ian R.
Well, I'm very confused as to why St. Michael and Aka Ranger are teaming up together. Do you want to shed some light on that?
Well, from what my understanding is, and it's very brief and limited, but Carlo had put them both together because he felt that there was a sort of synergy between them when it came to the four-way match. Another reason would be that Aka Ranger has agreed to it because from what he sees of St. Michael is that his behaviour is neither like heavenly or hellish. It's kind of in between, and he's kind of in that zone where he's not sure what he's doing. So Aka Ranger is pointing on himself as the hero he is to try and convert him to the side of good rather than to the side of bad. But
it doesn't seem to be working here, does it?
No, covered out to sheer darkness and just a small red spotlight, St. Michael makes his way to the ring. Now, we don't know too much about St. Michael in general. We've only ever seen him in the Rumble and the Fatal 4-Way. He made his debut at Aim for the Top. but he's quite an oddball. He's quite a phenomenon in just how he kind of, plays himself.
Indeed, we have no way of knowing if the fire at the back of the stage was started by him.
Could be.
It could indeed be. We could be witnessing the death today. Look in his eyes. I don't know what plan they had on trying to turn him to the good side, but I don't think it's going to work. Still, nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Of course, we've got to talk about their opponents as well. Lord Chris, Ian are both long-term members, if not, they've been in the company since the very beginning. So you could say that it's a veterans versus newcomers match.
Indeed, yes.
But you wonder if the experience of Ian and Chris will come into play. I mean, Ian's not the most reliable partner. Chris, of course, being the workhorse that he is. Who knows? Well, I mean, we're going to find out. And speaking of Chris, he's coming out right now to a huge applause from the audience. They love this guy.
And indeed, through his glasses, he can't see any of them, but we can assure you he loves all of them back, even if he is temporarily blinded by them.
Last time we saw Chris in a match outside of a Rumble, original Revengeance, he was against the TFP, had Lollymat as his partner. Lollymat taking down with a single headbutt within the first 10 seconds, leaving Chris to fight for the next 12 minutes by himself, only narrowly losing out at the end.
You don't think he holds any hard feelings, do you?
I don't know if there's been much communication between them since. There might have been, but obviously we've already got our sources from backstage. They could still be friends, they could be enemies, who knows. Not much has been talked about. It might just be bad story, just bad storytelling, who knows.
And unfortunately, the spokesman of Team Decker is, of course, the almighty Ian, who we cannot form a proper tangible sentence without him talking about the land of hammers. So best of luck to everyone involved there.
We did have an oddball in our first match, but some may say that he is the oddest ball of them all.
Oh my god, is he trying to kill the audience? We've told him, Ian, no, you're going into the bad box tonight.
It's that damn crystal again. And what the hell? Did he just put clothes on? I mean,
is the hat the source of his power?
He's got that huge tinfoil hat and his signature tuxedo, but no one can quite understand why he has them now and why he just didn't come out with them in the first place. But nonetheless,
although I have heard that he doesn't call it his hat, he calls it his brain tattoo. The brain tinfoil tattoo.
That's the well, that's one way to call it. I would not question him. I would not even talk to him.
Good
to be quite honest.
That was my first mistake.
He seems to have what he likes to refer to as the brain problems. We're going to start the match off with Lord Chris versus Aqua Ranger. And Aqua Ranger, quick takedown.
Shows off his high-flying style. Goes up top immediately. You can see.
And Chris just continues to roll away.
A smart tactic. Takes a lot more energy to get further off. Doesn't really matter. Straight into a Hurricane Rana, goes for a pin. But only pinned so soon.
Ian makes his way into the ring very slowly. We have talked about this. Can he depend on Ian to break up the count?
Does he
even know where he is?
That we may not know. Immediately starts to work on the back of Lord Chris. Ranger. Oh dear. That won't tap bad for him when he gets dropped straight down onto his back. And Chris now is beginning to springboarding into a leg drop.
Lovely 180 in the air there. Some may say that it breaks aerodynamics, but others may say,
oh my god, he's tagged him in. What's going to happen? For their safety,
and he immediately leaves the ring.
For their safety, the majority of the audience have been told where the exits are.
Oh no.
He has found the baseball bats. We knew this was going to happen. Thank God he's wearing a helmet. But for how long will that helmet be of use? And he thinks he's won.
Ian, in the 30 seconds he was in the ring, did one manoeuvre, and it required a foreign object in order to do it.
This is much better than in testing, to be fair.
We go back to the original Revengeance, where Ian was in a tag match with Washu, and Ian, let's be fair, he wasn't that useful.
He tried to eat the referee.
He just, you know, everyone remembers the classic shot of him doing the...
What was that?
That
Beautiful
was
standing 450.
You say beautiful, I say subpar. He kind of flopped into his knees a
Can
little
you
bit.
do it?
I would need a lot more height.
Well, he didn't. He chose one of his own for a stand hurricane while I was there. We're going to go for a pinfall now again. Ian is... You can see him get in, but...
Immediately makes his way out again.
I think he just needs to stretch his... Oh! Catches him by his head.
But of course we're talking a lot about Ian at ringside. St. Michael hasn't had to interfere in the match yet. Aka Ranger has got... Oh, nice cutter.
He's got it fairly sewn up at the moment. Who knows what's going to happen though?
St. Michael has just waited for his time.
Yep.
Then Aka Ranger go up top.
Phoenix Splash!
Trying to the cover, moves the bat.
Is the bat there? What's he?
Oh!
Ian may get a biscuit for his trouble.
Oh, throws it into the corner.
Beautifully done, with both members of Team Decker now are on the floor.
Here we go. St. Michael makes his way into the ring for this contest.
It's probably a good start to have it to send him out, build his confidence when there's nothing on the... Oh!
Chris was given time to recover.
Spoke too soon. Far too much time down there, and it's given him a second wind.
Here comes the comeback.
Here we go. Working the head with his arms.
Face plant.
Beautifully done. Yes, now. He's going up.
He's going to try and hit him with the Duraga roll onto the bat.
Beautiful. He's barely been in, but this could be a bad mistake.
He is taking his time trying to get the cover though.
Yes. He's got to safely get him away from the rope, so.
And the referee takes his time coming around. Oh, one count broken.
Ian? Oh no! Oh, Ian, that's well done. Both members now down in this match. Both legal members are in the ring, but they are both on the floor.
For some reason, Ian's stupidity has caused the momentum to go straight back into the corner of St. Michael and Aka Ranger. What is he thinking?
I wouldn't say so, because he was able to work. He was able to work down St. Michael. But
Chris trying to attack with that bat.
It's
missing
war
wildly.
of the bats. It's Michael gets.
Bounces his head off that bottom
It may be a
rope.
mistake giving St. Michael a baseball bat when he's trying to calm him down.
Jesus.
He is going full hell for leather on Chris with this bat.
Beautiful moonsault drop kick.
See? All it takes is one good move and it turns the tide right back into Chris's favour.
We're going to get a tag. No, Ian has decided to leave Chris to his own devices.
For the best, probably. Oh no! He's let him go high.
And Ian misses the grab.
Ian pushed him off, which gave him extra momentum there. I don't think that's what he's trying to do. Although I don't think even he knows what he's trying to do.
And Chris, just being busted open, started juicing.
We have our first cut head of the night, friends.
All-the-way slam. Chris is... Yeah, he doesn't know where he is right now.
Yep, that claret is starting to rush from his head.
2 mistakes from Ian is going to cost...
Chris being bust open.
Yeah, I mean...
This is not looking very good.
Again, looking in the opposite corner, Aka Ranger still not having to interfere too much in the match. Him and St. Michael have got
but it's been turned around now. I saw Aka Ranger going for a tag, wanting to tag, but it wasn't happening. Oh!
Lovely counter or powerbomb
Brilliant counter,
into
working with the
an
arms.
arm drag.
Goes for the pinfall. But he'll need more of that, more than that, to keep him down.
Chris has that fighting spirit about him.
Akaranger is now needing to stretch his legs. I think he realises that he's going to be needed really soon. Choke bomb onto the bat, lower back, straight onto the wood.
His spine has got to be broken. How is he able to continue?
Oh no, is it?
We're
going to see it.
He's got
On the bat,
G-Wing. Doesn't go for the cover though.
I think he wants to see him suffer. I don't think.
Now he's going for it, middle of the ring.
Okay, nowhere to escape now.
No one's interfering.
It's
very close.
Inches away. A split second before the victory, and Chris kicks out, but it might be for nothing. Are we going to see? Yes.
He's going for a sequel.
A second on the bat again, possibly.
Oh.
Second G-Wing on the corner of the bat this time. Right, a handle on the lower back. This has got to be agony.
That's got to be it. Close to the ropes. Can he reach him?
Oh no! How is he kicking out of this?
The amount of adrenaline that must be going through his body right now to kick out of 2 G-Wings.
And blood, and he's... Akaranger was trying to work through the bat in the same area that he was dropped down onto twice as a result of the G-Wing, but it seems to have been telegraphed, and now it's another wrestle for the bat. Akaranger can't quite connect. Is this a comeback from Chris?
Slaps
It'd be
the
an
bat.
Amazing comeback if it is.
He slaps the bat out of his hand, throws him into the corner. One. Oh, no, just one.
How about you? Working the head open, which has already been cut. And he continues.
Shining Wizard.
And that has to be it now, surely. No.
He's not done.
Is he trying? He's trying to put him away. That wasn't onto the bat though, was it?
Might have just narrowly avoided, but that's still going to hit regardless.
We're lucky that we didn't have a
wait.
That was onto the bat.
Did he just steal the Dragon Roll?
He did.
Oh my god!
I think he did. Yes.
Akaranger and St. Michael.
Humiliating Lord Chris there with his own specialty.
See, this is why you don't have Ian as your tag team partner. He won't help you. Chris has just taken all this punishment, smashed onto that bat several times.
And if anything, Ian helped. This was a 2.5 on 1, really.
Akaranger and St. Michael just got a definitive win.
And it seems that somehow this is working really well. These perfect strangers are becoming the best of friends, it seems.
We're going to jump straight back into the show with some singles action. One-on-one between Alex Richards and Simonius. Simonius making his way out first. Still rather new to the company, has only made an appearance in one Rumble in the past, and not too much is known about him.
On the other hand, Black Tiger Alex Richards has been in 2 separate events in Aim for the Top and lost both. Taking part against Lexi in the invitation of what was supposed to be Lexi's last match, remember, which he ended up winning when Alex got a bit too cocky and went for his Tiger Vortex, and it was caught in midair. From this, of course, as we know now, but supposedly if Alex would have won that, he could have been main eventing tonight. But these must, and he's still relishing the prospect of facing this new unknown entity.
Simonius has a lot to prove tonight. He's up against one of the more rugged members of the company. One of the more regular, with a sadly suspect at best win record, unfortunately. But don't let that get him down. He is still a surprise package, even if a lot of his attempts have ended in failure. Alex making his way down to the ring. Representing the DDR, the Dream Driving Revolution.
Of course, all bound by a love of stamping on bright colour panels, and indeed his entire outfit is as glow in the dark as it is.
Of course, you'd also have to assume some of the other members of the DDR. Of course, it has been talked about that obviously Ellie Edwards is part of the group as well. But the whole DDR thing, it's more about just people just having, you know, the same kind of enthusiasm and fun for the business and just pouring all their hearts into it.
And their attraction to bright colours. Okay.
That true.
Yeah, that works pretty well. Although he's yet to really prove himself in SFW, his fighting style is a worry, because not only can he go up top for high flying moves, he is also very good at submissions and strong style. However, we don't particularly know much about Zemlis, so this is going to be a pretty interesting fight. Wilson slowly driving the knee into his head.
Straight away to the top rope.
Or attempt to stop. He's wanting him to go high. He's wanting to stand up.
And a chop to the head. Well,
it's the forearm directly into the skull.
I guess you can't start off with all the flashy moves.
Well, of course, you have to build up into them. You need to conserve your energy. Beautiful gut wrench there, and he goes immediately for a pin. Is this going to be it? No. Kicks her immediately after one. And he's down there again. He's going to try and work with the head, but no. Able to worm his way out of that one. And continuing to work the head now.
It's going to be quite the tough match for Alex.
Showing off his submission skills there. Bending back the arm as far back as it can. And he is in a world of pain right now.
Smodius, not much known about his repertoire. Not much known about his moveset.
And he has to get himself back in this match at the moment, I feel.
We have a feeling that based on his figure that he's got to be more of a strength guy.
Yeah, he does have the muscles for him. And he seems to have the height advantage.
Have a quick cover. Yeah, work of the arms is a smart thing, but when you've got arms that big, it's going to be very difficult to wear them down.
Alex is going to have to change up his game for this one. Oh!
He's gone on the second rope, going for a 619.
He's not done. He's into a frog splash. Yes, that is the technical agility of Alex shown there.
Keep the big man down for as long as possible.
Has to keep him foot down. He's going.
He's going up. What's he going for?
Good lord. Good lord. He's stabs on. Goes through. It's Demon Trigger. He's landed on his head, but
Smodius is not down though.
Yeah, he needs a lot more than that to keep him down. And as he takes him up again, Snake Eyes onto the ropes again, targeting the head. I think that's his strategy here. His arms and chest are so big, he has to target the head.
Oh, stiff uppercut, knocks him down.
Zemlis needs to get back into this. Many would have seen Alex as the underdog for this, considering the size, but as he nails a top rope moonsault.
Throws him back onto the ropes.
We're
going to see another one.
And he walks into another one again.
619 times 2, which is...
Into the frog splash.
I can't add up that quickly.
1238. I look at that. I don't think he expected it to be this easy. And is he going for... Oh, good lord.
Phoenix
Hits the Tiger Vortex.
And could that be it?
Is this it?
No.
There's still some fight. This is his weakness, Alex. When he thinks he's got it won and it isn't, he tends to let the emotions get the better of him. This is how he was caught out when he was against Lexi. All it takes is one move to go wrong, and all of a sudden, Zemlis is in it.
Oh, he's cocking his fist. He's getting ready for...
Oh God, it's the Superman Punch! As I told you right there.
Oh, big kick. knocks him down, starts boasting to the crowd. He's not out of this yet. He's got his second win.
And he's working his way back in.
Several clotheslines, ducks.
No. Takes him down yet again. As we've seen, the momentum can flip on a dime in the NSFW.
Oh,
and he goes for another super kick.
Knocks him down, and he's still not done.
Oh, good lord.
Alex instinctively trips him,
Is this,
goes for a quick cover, tries to wear him out.
Is he going to surprise him?
No.
Not as easy as Alex thought.
Going back up to that. Onto the
rope.
second rope. Ooh. Big swanton. And he's boasting to the crowd once more.
Again, he's being cocky. It could come out to bite him, and this time he might stay down for the full count. No matches are easy in NSFW, and he's going for a third? A third 619. I'm not doing the maths for you this time. Hits it. It's 1857.
1857, yeah. Good year.
Good year.
Picks him up.
And he works the leg.
Throws him down.
Drives him into the middle. I'm sorry, is he?
Could be seeing the end right here.
Hits him with his own super kick. That is humiliating. If he can stay down. Is that it?
2,
That's
3.
a 3, and Alex finally picks up his first win in NSFW.
It's been a long time coming, but
And
that
he had
was
to dig to get it.
very convincing victory, though.
He did slip up a bit. He thought he had it won, but unfortunately, just when he thought that the chips were down, Zenna struck back with a few Superman punching a couple of kicks.
Could be seeing a rise towards the regional belt. Trying to get back into the race for it. Speaking of which, remember, ladies and gentlemen, our main event tonight will be Lexi versus Foxic for the regional championship.
Indeed. We're back with female singles action as Annie takes on Becky of Belarus. And of course, as you see, a member of Outcast Club alongside Nightshade Moon, who is coming in. Outcast Club headed, of course, by Fifi, who saw lose in a pretty convincing fashion to Richard Prothero earlier.
Interesting stat about Annie Exo, that people seem to forget that she actually was the runner-up to the 3rd regional rumble, only losing out behind Richard. But since that runner-up place, she hasn't been seen since. She wasn't at Aim for the Top. She wasn't even in the building for it. She's been brought back in for the NSFW weekly shows, and immediately her and Nightshade have teamed up, and they're obviously both hoping to help each other out into the women's championship race.
And from what I recall, she was the dark horse of that rumble. She wasn't number 30.
She is probably one of the most powerful women in the division. Because we also know that she did compete in the original Revengeance as well as part of a 4-way match.
Which was won by
Elliot.
Very close match though, as we see Becky of Belarus coming down here.
Now, here's the question that everyone's asking about Becky of Belarus. Is she from Belarus?
Well, the clue's in the title, mate.
I mean, she's of Belarus, but I don't know, I'm not entirely convinced.
Well, we'll give her a microphone and find out, yeah? Maybe after this match, yeah?
We'll see. I mean, I don't know how much time we've got left in this broadcast. We've still got this match and another one to go. We'll just have to see. But Becky has only ever been in one Rumble. Her singles debut, well, a match debut outside of Rumbles.
And immediately is feeling it with a knee to the chest. Becky, who is going for a springboard. Beautiful dive there. Trying to end it before it even began. No.
Now Becky has already got her work cut out for her. Nightshade Moon at ringside is going to be a deciding factor in this match.
Even though she's not officially part of this match, in many ways it can become a 2-on-1.
I mean, from what I gathered, Nightshade has been quite... She doesn't get involved in the matches all too often. She'd rather just be there as support, but
if the chips are down and Annie's in trouble, which it could be now, there's a steel chair that's been brought into the mix. No disqualifications with weapons, of course. So Annie...
no.
Kicked into Annie's face there.
And she's going for it. A half and half brain buster.
Of course, what was it you were saying about her work being cut out for?
Nightshade is complaining about the fact that that was an extremely dangerous maneuver. Like, Annie was dropped on her head.
Yes.
Moon is simply just stated to her, it's like, well, you can't be doing that. You can't be injuring my partner.
Becky gives absolutely zero tosses. Oh, are we about to see it? It is the Bextra Crunchy.
Oh, kicks out.
Beautiful name, brutal maneuver.
Ow. Reverses into a bulldog. Catches herself on the ropes though.
Yes.
A few quick elbows to wear her down.
Yes, I was saying the top of her chest is going to be inflamed with pain from that Bextra Crunchy.
Becky being very dangerous, very stiff with
You
those
can
punches.
see that Annie's weakened now. Her teeth are showing. Was she losing for breath, or is this a spark in her? It's rather evenly matched now. Straight up throws her like a rag doll.
All the way slamming. Becky is just howling at the moment. Wanting to put this match to bed as soon as possible. Could we see it again?
Yes.
Yes. Extra Crunchy number 2.
Yes. Oh,
wait.
Oh, there she is. As we've seen, Nightshade Moon realised that her partner was in trouble. But that seems to have not phased her one bit.
Ref not having any of that. Could have been a free count though.
It could have, but
misses the splash.
Misses it and drives a knee into the chair there. That could be a deciding factor. That knee is now going to be slightly weakened.
Punch side, brings her up, flattens her.
Was that the Aniplex?
That was not the Aniplex.
Fair dude. Seems that might need to be brought out to bring her down, as that only gets a count of 2. Both sides are weakened in this battle. And we see a spark arise in Annie as she's kicked the chair away.
Taking her down with a
works the arm.
Flurry of clotheslines and a big drop kick.
Booted to the head. And Nightshade Moon is liking what she is seeing on the outside there. But no!
Brings her back down. And she goes for cover right next to the ropes
dangerous
though.
Next to the ropes though, isn't it?
The rest counted it though, 2 count.
No! Finds more of a leverage, kicking out with the feet instead of grabbing the ropes there.
Oh! Penalty kick to the knee!
Runs right through her!
And yet, she's still able to kick out of it.
Both of them have injured knees now as a result of the attacks, both with and without the weaponry.
Drags her onto the second rope.
Heavy on the ropes. Works the neck into the rope there. That has got to hurt. And continuing the assault on the damaged neck of Becky.
By working the neck and the head, if she does hit that Aniplex, drops her straight onto it. It's going to take her out. But she's not. She's having a few issues trying to keep her.
Russian leg sweep there. And working. Now she gets her own head worked on. Almost as have some of that. Another penalty kick to the knee. Not only both the head and the knee going through severe trauma this match.
Becky being very vicious with her attacks.
She is.
And she's using the middle
rope.
rope.
So there is. That is.
The referee doesn't see it.
She didn't see the count. She didn't see it. That is. Would have been wholly unfair if it had stuck.
I have a feeling that Nightshade might have called to the ref that was happening. Ref broke it up. The ref can't keep his eyes in so many places at once. There's almost too much happening at the moment.
Trying to work that corner. That may be a mistake, because that's where Nightshade is. And if Nightshade wants to get involved, we've seen her done it in the past.
Nightshade looking ever so cautious.
She is just toying her now. Toying with her prey.
And he manages to
go
leave.
Outside the ring this time.
But Becky's like, nope, get back in.
Working on the hardest part of the ring there. Head being forced into the floor once again. And we're going to see yet another one.
Oh,
surely this will shut them out now.
Extra crunchy number 3. Is that it?
Is that it? Is that it? No! That's a 3 count.
The referee's
The referee didn't see it.
Telling her to calm down.
Is she? Is that?
No, the referee's just sent her out.
She's been given her marching orders.
Gone.
And she goes for another.
And he was distracted.
Let's go together. Number 4. It is.
Extra crunchy.
And that is it. With no moon on her back, Becky finally seals it. I can't believe it took so much assault to Annie's shoulders and head for that.
Annie took such a beating in that match, and it took 4 extra crunchies to take care of her.
Everything that she tried, Annie would not go down at all.
Well, Becky's put herself on the map. She could, I mean, when it pertains to the women, there's only one division for them to fight for, and that's for the women's division and the women's belt. So there's a lot at stake, a lot of fight.
And with a win like that over an opponent so good, she's got to have put herself in the line for a potential number 1 contendership slot.
Indeed. So now we've got Carlo making his way to the ring. Carlo, the general manager of NSFW.
What's he doing out here?
Rumours were circulating backstage that he had a few announcements to make. Some may say that he could be talking about the future of the NSFW Men's Championship.
I find it a bit strange that he's not done it at a time when the champion was out at the start of the show, but we digress. What?
Wait, what's going on here?
We were just about to hear it was going to be the number 1 contender, and
suddenly Martz makes an appearance.
Has he decided that it's him? Can he do that?
Martz aimed for the top, ends up losing his opportunity for the tag team belts. Some say that he left MJ Stampede to fight the Marys by himself.
They were brutal backstage.
But then came back for the Rumble later. Well, Marks is trying to state his claim. He thinks that he's deserving of being the number contender for the NSFW Championship.
I knew there was something with Carlo being put in the Rumble as number 20. I knew it.
Clearly Marks is still not happy about it.
This has major ramifications for what's the status of the belt coming in Revengeance.
It is time for the main event of the evening. NSFW Regional Championship match. The challenger, Lexi, goes up against the first champion, Foxic. Foxic hoping to make his first defence of the belt.
Of course, a match 11 months in the making since it was first introduced at Aim for the Top, with Foxic coming out on top in that one a fatal four-way match. But this is his first singles match, and with a new opponent, someone who was rumoured to have been having his last match 11 months ago, but with his victory over Alex Richards, he now claims that he's in it for the long haul and this title is his.
Just like to point out, for those who don't already know, NSFW Championship reigns start as of today. Even though they were won last year, they weren't active championships, but with the start of the NSFW weekly shows, reigns start as of this show. So it could be a one-day reign for Foxic, or he could have his first defence on the first day of his reign. Who knows? Either way, we're going to go to ringside, get started with the action. Making his way out to the ring first, representing the DDR, Lexi.
It is indeed a very odd pairing of Lexi joining the DDR after defeating its Patriarch.
Well, some might say that the match that they had at Aim for the Top, there was no rivalry in it. It was an exhibition match.
Indeed.
It's just that Lexi took the initiative when it came to the regional championship and being the first challenger for it. So ultimately, he made something out of what was apparently just a run-of-the-mill match.
And there was no hard feelings from Alex there, as they joined together as part of this stable.
Alex debuted at the first Rumble, I believe.
Lexi did indeed.
However, over the time since then, his arms have retracted back into his body, because at one point they were measured at, and this is unconfirmed, 5 foot long each.
That is worrying. And now here we see the regional champion himself, Foxic. As you can see, the belt has been redesigned for this new era of new NSFW. The belt is now changed to a rather lovely shade of red there.
It's a nice fiery red design.
Yeah.
Representing the passion that people will be pouring into this championship, as it will be the most highly defended and hardest to hold on to belt in the company. The idea behind the regional belt is that at the moment it is a men's only belt. However, eventually we'll get the permits and the paperwork done out the way so that anyone can challenge for it. But also it's a belt that, unlike the others where they're defended at the pay-per-views, the regional championship will be defended often, more often. And it's an open challenge as well, so it's very difficult to hold on to, but we're going to see some high-octane matches from it. Foxic won the belt in a fatal four-way contest with Captain Valentine, with St. Michael, and with Aqua Ranger. Managed to win it by submission, became the first champion, and yeah, it's looking to be a strong reign from him.
Yep. And as you see, Lexi is very confident about his chances. Although many people will say that as going in as the challenger, he is the underdog technically. But as we haven't seen these two fight before, who knows what's going to happen.
saying this is being recorded, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And as we see, the belt is now
being presented to the challenger.
removed from the waist. Whoever claims this after the referee has placed it down will be its new rightful owner.
We've had talks today about the Women's Championship, the Men's Championship. But right now we have the first ever championship defence.
It all begins to be Foxic at the moment, working through some Irish whips here.
Big flatliner.
In his face. And oh, a bit of showboating here.
A couple of tie-ups to start off the match.
Yeah.
Wear down the opponent.
Begins to wrench the neck. They're in it for the long haul here. It is they are trying to make this a good slow burn.
Oh, alley-oop. Catching his arm on the top rope.
Remember, as regional champions, they are no stranger to long matches.
Lovely rolling clothesline from Lexi.
Arguably, in terms of the amount of effort put in, the fatal four-way over the top, which crowned the first champion, was one of the most high-octane matches of the night. And it seems that he's taking the skills from this match and he's using them now to good use on Lexi.
It is going to be the Workhorse Championship.
Indeed. Atomic drop into the tailbone.
Goes straight to the top rope. Foxic rolls.
Oh!
No, he's calling for him. Calling for him to stand
he's
up.
Playing with him.
And missile drop kick.
2 feet into his face.
And Lexi is loving it. Crowd split 50-50 for this match. They just want to see a 5-star brawl. Foxic, newcomer, has already picked up a lot of fans based on this unique look offense. Lexi, veteran of NSFW, obviously has his long-term fans.
Been here since 2012. It's hard to believe that he's been here for 6 years. The years may be starting to tick up as he's had shots to both his back and his head now. And tope over the top rope, onto his chest now.
And Foxic is basking in the crowd.
We have a good, even start to this match.
He's only been in the company since Aim for the Top, but he's already put himself into such a central position, main eventing the first show on the road to Revengeance.
Indeed, and what a brilliant way to cap off his first year with the company by being the first person to retain a title. Driving the knee into the back of him. It's so far starting to turn into a Foxy as he gets him by the back of the head.
Inseguri. Still, it's back and forth. Lexi picks him back up, throws him into the corner.
Indeed, he could be going for a ride here.
Going for a
Top
big
rope.
Frankensteiner.
Oh. And he's back in the...
Oh my god. Second rope springboard, 450. And it's
only
only
gets a count of 1? We're in it for the long haul, ladies and gentlemen. He tries to make him regret that with kicks to his upper back and a knee to his head for good measure.
Reverse it, reverse
Slams him. Up. Almost. What? I don't even know what that was.
Diving belly first.
Straight up Fosbury flops onto him and it gets a 2 count. The first 2 count of this match. Down again.
Continues to wear down the head of Lake. And he's busted him
got
open.
He's got blood now. Unfortunately, his headband is going to keep a lot of it sealed. But
It was going to happen at some point. Foxic's got some very sharp claws.
He's very vicious with his strikes as well.
Got some very fine skin.
And he's working his head now.
Wrenching him back.
Wrenches the neck as far back as he can go. Restrains his right arm. Overpowers him out of that hole. Goes into the corner.
No,
kept him
quick DDT.
Kept him surprised. Playing a bit possum there as he gets his head into the canvas. And now it seems to be an advantage. Lexi goes for a small package.
Is that enough? One.
Only gets a 1 count. He's going to need a lot more than just a cheap trick to get him this time.
Referee delaying his count slightly. His shoulders have to be firmly down on the mat for him to count.
Here's what you are, and there he goes to lock the head in, but no. Returns back into
a headlock of his own.
Headlock.
Lexi's having none of that. Back into the corner. Kicks him down.
Down, he's mounting him.
Another.
Drives a drop kick into his chest this time.
Lexi looking a bit worn out, a bit sluggish at the moment, and not quite knowing where he is.
You can see him. Oh, that's going to be bad for him because Lexi was holding his lower back for a little bit there, and having to hyperextend his forwards like that.
He was going to go for it. He was going to go for his Sly Fox super kick. Lexi
busts his face. He's going for the pin.
Referee's taking his time. 1, 2 count.
Only a 2. One would think if it was more speedy officiating, this could have been over. And
the drop kick missed. Crucifix pin.
It's only a 2 as well. There's a lot of work on the ropes tonight, isn't there?
Oh,
frog splash onto the back of his onto his back. He is targeting the back this time.
Dragon screw.
Very. Oh!
And that was the beneath hell. His own variant of the twist of fate, and he only gathers a 2 count.
He kicks out with his free leg there. He doesn't quite think it was a kick out because he didn't see the leg kick up, giving him the leverage that he needed, and now he's making sure his arms pay. Oh yes! Kick to the head, thank you.
Huge strike, that's got to be it.
Is that it?
New champion.
No! He's shocked, he's brutally shocked. But he thinks, okay. As you can see how slow he's climbing up now, this is taking it out of him. He's going up top again.
What's he going up? What's he going for? Is he going for another one of those drop kicks? No! Chop to the back of the head.
Brutalizes.
Oh! Caught with the kick.
Oh no!
Straight into a... Oh!
Oh! Wonderfully
Counters
reversed
it back.
there. And his match, that could have ended the match there.
Jawbreaker.
Breaks his jaw. I think I can see his game plan. He's had his face busted open, so he's just going to return the favour and then some. He sends one of ours to the hospital. He sent one of his to the morgue. DDT, now both are busted open. This is exactly what he was aiming for.
Very bloody contest at the moment. I think we've just hit the 5-minute mark.
But we have.
And it's still not over.
This is the problem. When the head is busted open and there is bleeding, it's an unknown. How will they react? Are they going to panic, or is it going to give them an aggressive spark and see something we've never seen before? Return the favour, a jawbreaker there. Returns with more punches to the head, even with a damaged head. Oh my God!
Jesus!
And he knows exactly what he's done there.
Alley-oop to the top rope, bouncing his head.
Just misses the turnbuckle. We could have had a major concussion if that connected.
Causes some major whiplash. That's got to be it. No, still kicks out.
The referee affording himself a gentle caress of the inner thigh as he goes for the pin.
And Foxic, he's being messed around with now. Lexi's just kicking to the floor. Foxic picks him back up, suplex.
They are getting more brutal now. They have realised that both of them are aiming for the head.
There's no more showboating
Literally
in this
aiming
match.
for the top. It is now going to be out and out brutal. And it is not over yet. We are now getting to 2 counts here. Working the upper body again. And now it's time for Foxic to go up to the second rope.
Oh, targeting that busted head.
Right now, the blood's awoken him.
He's getting that energy back into his body. He wants to finish this as soon as possible.
He doesn't just want to win this. He wants to make sure that Lexi never challenges for the belt again.
And there
oh my
is!
God!
The Sly Fox super kick. That's got to be it.
Back no! What resilience from Lexi.
He gets that second win. Was going for the beneath hell. Up again.
Wrenches the neck now.
Foxic slows it down. It's getting really fast paced at the moment.
The psychology of throwing in a slow move like that when he's expecting quick and strong. Yeah. This is toying with him. He's got him exactly in the palm of his hand now. But no! It's every time he thinks he's gaining a strategic advantage. Lexi's there and he's got something planned for him, but he doesn't there.
Got him in the middle of the ring.
He's got him in the middle there. Right you are.
He's just wrenching that arm. He's just slowing this down a little bit.
Making sure that every single joint is screaming in absolute agony. He knows that Lexi isn't going to tap out without a fight, so he has to make sure that he damages everything.
When it comes to matches like this, when you've hit the 10-minute mark, you start to think to yourself, well, you either use your last burst of energy to try and end it, or you slow it down, conserve your energy, knowing you're in it for the long run.
Yeah, both of these combatants did know that this was going to be a long match. Oh wow! Beautiful moonsault there from the top rope.
Lexi,
and as I said, this is indeed the workhorse match as they work into a headlock now.
Lexi's trying to slow it down himself. He's trying to get some energy back.
They knew this was going to be a long match, but I think they underestimated how much they'd have to put in to keep each other away.
Into the corner he goes.
Finds himself in the corner.
Nope.
But no!
Foxic
sees him coming, responds
DDT.
with another DDT. Their heads have got to be absolutely ringing, both of them. And he thinks he can end it now.
Referee counts the pin.
Is that it?
It's a 2 count.
Just a 2 now.
Still fighting both men.
Still.
And
wow!
Whoa!
Over the top of him, he went for a DDT of his own. And look at his leg. Do you see his leg shaking there? This is amazing.
Lexi's getting ready. Oh! Kick to the head.
Brutal strike. Is this it? Do we have a new champion?
No. 2! How much more does Lexi have to do to put away the champion?
How?
What else has he got in him?
He's spraying.
Wait a minute.
Oh my God! Oh my God! This is brutal. Someone stop the damn match.
Into the corner. Wait, just a bit.
No! Another bomb! Into the corner! Bloody hell! This is mental. This is madness. He's trying to kill him. Oh, and busting his face against the canvas for good measure. This has to be it.
He's done.
Stay down, Foxic, for the good of your career, man. He's not done.
So, how is he still conscious after those brutal attacks?
And this is shaking Lexi. This is angering him, and he continues his assault on the head of Foxic.
Go for another DDT.
But he's back. This shows how important the regional title is. But no,
he hasn't got the strength. He hasn't got the strength to keep going.
Foxic is trying to mount a comeback here, but it's just not good enough. Drops a leg drop on his chest this time. Has he done all he wants to with the head now?
Back into that corner again.
But no, he's not down.
Enziguri
hit him. Is it advantage? Is this enough? Can it? No. Just the 2 this time.
They can't have much more left. Foxic, he's got to be seeing stars at
How
this
is
point.
he still pulling moves like this out of the bag?
He's going for a high-risk manoeuvre as well.
He's reaching his third or fourth.
Oh, jeez.
Drop kick from the springboard, from the top rope there.
He's not going for the cover. He wants to continue to take him out. There's still movement in Lexi.
It's both of them are trying to make sure that this is their last match at NSFW. Both of them targeting the head. I don't know how they're going to come out of this one on their own 2 feet. I'm genuinely concerned for their health here.
You've got
and
to
it's not over.
You've got to ask, is the regional championship worth all this pain, all this struggle?
You know exactly what their answers are.
Oh my god!
Oh wow! Off the top rope and all. This has to be it. No! Have you ever seen a match this high octane, lasting this long?
We have got to be close to 15 minutes.
Another Sly Fox super kick.
15 minutes. This match has been going for 15 minutes. What a contest.
Surely, is his body lifeless? I can see movement.
Oh,
but
here he goes.
No.
He's going for the twin tails.
He's in the twin tails. His neck is being forced against the ground here. And
he's
out.
He's out. He's out cold. He hasn't tapped.
He's gone. He's gone out cold. This has to be it, surely.
He's close to the ropes.
Oh, what? Now, did he mean for that to happen? Is he still conscious? As he goes up, this is
big splash.
Brutality after brutality. Something has to give here.
Bring it down low
He's
again.
He's beyond his second win now. He's on his third or fourth even.
Lexi counted
And
out.
Lexi is somehow fighting through it.
Beneath hell.
The beneath hell again.
Drag him to the middle. Cover.
Can this
Is
be
this
it?
it?
Is this it?
1, 2, 3.
We've got a new champion. After everything,
Holy
he has been.
crap.
They have both been through hell, and we have seen one man emerge as the new regional champion.
What a contest. Lexi, the second regional champion in NSFW history.
And what a way to win it.
A valiant effort by Foxic.
Who I don't think is standing.
The veteran, however, stands supreme.
He still has the fire.
He did proclaim at Aim for the Top that he was going to turn NSFW into his own convention, his lexicon, as he likes to call it. And this is the first step.
Good on his promise. This is, as you rightly said, the first step on the road to Lexicon.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in to day 1. Day 2 will be coming shortly, and this is just the start. We've got so many big matches on the road to Revengeance. I honestly can't wait. Until next time, however, I am Angelo Miller.
I have been JJ Jackson.
We will see you next time.
Thank you and good night.